Oh my gosh, we are live. Can you guys hear me all right? I had some issues with my encoder and I had issues with just a lot of stuff. This YouTube thing, going live, there's a lot of ways to do it. Normally I do it on my phone. I figured I'd try my webcam and my little mic setup here. So let me know if it sounds bad or good. And basically, yeah, we're just going to roast coffee. I'm going to do a giveaway because this is sponsored by Sweet Maria's. They sponsored the giveaway. So we got my Be More 1600 plus. Oh, we got 2 people watching. Okay, cool. So that means this is working. Let me know if it sounds, I don't know, bad or good. Yeah. By the way, I'm smoking a nice Cuban Crafters cigar. This is one of the ones from Cigar, a friend of mine. He's a subscriber, and I met him. See, look how far away this looks on the screen. You guys look far away, but whatever. I figured I might as well go live. Better late than never. So, little tight draw. I forgot to bring my perfect draw out here. Okay, we got 6 people watching. So yeah, let me know in the comments right now what you guys are smoking. See if I can adjust this camera here. Maybe that's better. Maybe closer is better? I don't know. We'll figure this out. This is my kitchen table. So that's, yeah, this is pretty ghetto. That's bright. I think this looks pretty good. Let me know in the comments below if it looks terrible or not. And of course, my lighter's out. Literally everything that could go wrong with live streams, they do go wrong. It's very different. Dang it. Okay, let's see here. Oh, there we go. Oh no! Hold on 1 second. 1 second. Don't you leave. Aha! Okay, 7 people are watching. If you were watching, you would know we had a failure. My lighter's out. I don't even have time to purge it because I'm late for the live stream. So yeah, let me know how this looks in the comments. Let's see, 6 people are watching. Let's see your top chat. Live chat. Oh, okay. We got live chat. What's up, brother? Caesar, this is your cigar, one of the cigars you gave me. If it sounds good enough, that is good enough with me. It just sounds super clear. Like this microphone should be like super duper clear. So Caesar, we're going to try your Cuban Crafters here. We'll see how it is. Okay. All right, let's see. I'm missing a ton of comments right now. We've got, let's see here. Maybe it's better if I face this way. Is this better? This could be better. I think this is better. So we got my cigar. We got some red wine. What else do we got? What else we got? Let me try this. Is this better? Can you hear me better? Okay. Nothing at the moment. Under the weather, Matt says. Ooh, this is a good comment right here. Looking pretty nice, man. Thank you very much. Didn't even check if this lighter worked. Yeah, that happens a lot. You guys, you have no idea. Christina says, "What's up, man? How are you doing?" I'm doing very well, Christina. Especially now that it's the end of the day. I'm exhausted. I had to run. I had to rush home, and yeah, it was a rough day. Let's see here. The lighter is awesome. This is awesome. If you guys don't know, this lighter is called a Vector. I don't know. It's a Vector something. Can you see that? It's a Vector. It's got 5 flames or jets. It's perfect because literally I light this light. I light the lighter once, and we're good to go for like 4 months for me. I redeemed myself, Don. So basically, I'm just kind of waiting for more people to show up. We'll start roasting in a little bit. Loud and clear. Christina had a CAO flathead today. Those are very good. I think, are those the Airbenders, or is the Airbender a different flathead? Either way, those are very good. Yeah, so these Cuping Crafters are affordable sticks. And from what I'm told, Caesar, he buys like, a lot of them, and they're just good, yard cigars. Right now it's kind of exploding a little bit. I don't know how that happened, but it tastes very good. It tastes very, very good. And today we got lucky because where I get my green beans, this is called Sweet Maria's. Sweet Maria's is actually going to gift 5 pounds. Oh, you can't see that. It's all whited out. So yeah, Sweet Maria's is going to give away 5 pounds of coffee. So I'm going to give maybe 5 winners. Each winner will get a pound, and you can try roasting coffee at home. That's kind of why I wanted to do this, just hang out and, yeah, I don't know, just hang out. I got to roast coffee anyway, so I figured you guys might as well kind of see what I do and things like that. The CAO Brasilia was delicious. Oh, this is, I don't know, I think this is Dominican. Not sure. Caesar would know. It's called Cuban Crafters, which is like, I think it's just the company. But I do love CAO Brasilia. I think those are a great cigar, especially for the price. Oh, that's the one I gave you. Yeah, that makes sense, Caesar. Okay. It was your first flathead. Matt says, I've actually wanted to try that for a while. Been looking into getting to coffee roasting and fermented teas. Yeah, so Matt, today you're going to see how I roast coffee. The whole process, start to finish. It's really easy. And let's see here. I think they're right now they don't sell these in Amazon anymore. I think they're coming out with a new roaster, and so they pulled all of these versions. But you can still get them almost every other place. They're around $300 and something. And so yeah, let's just start roasting now. So we got a pound of Ethiopian beans. And what I do is I just put a whole pound in at a time. A pound seems to last me about a week if you've been watching. So I just put a pound in, kind of even it out a little bit. And basically this is a little dirty. So they give you just a simple paintbrush. And you're going to want to get all the chaff out of here. Chaff is your enemy right now. So you just kind of come in and clean it out. Normally, in an ideal situation, you would have maybe like a mini vacuum cleaner. See if you can get all this out. That's good. Okay, now we're going to put the beans in. And here's the trick. When you're putting the beans in, you're actually going to want to, here, I'll show you. You put this side in first, and then when you hook this side in, the spinning side, come on, you're actually going to want to spin it. Just give it like a little spin like this. Can you see that? Just give it a little spin, and that's how you know it's not going to fall. This is the chaff shake collector that tries to collect some of the chaff. And I'm going to test you guys. So pay attention because I'm going to ask questions and then I'm going to give away coffee at the end. We're good to go on that way. So we turn on the machine. I push the 1 pound button. And I always roast in manual mode. Manual mode, it sounds very complicated. It's really not. Basically, I'm just not using any of the profiles. These are programs, and these are profiles. All I'm doing is just going full power. I find that works best for me. And so then I just listen for cracks, and there's first crack and second crack. So I crank up the time. Let's see here. I'm going to go all the way to 20, 30. That's as much as it goes. We push start, push the light on, and then I push P5 is right here. And that's full power to the burners. And basically we just time it. All we got to do is just listen and wait for 12 minutes or so. And when I do P5, it shoots up as fast as it can go, the heat. And I think that produces the best flavor. And then when we get to first crack, you're going to hear first crack. That's when it starts popping like popcorn. We're going to try to slow it down so that way we can really, develop the flavors between first crack and second crack. All right, let's see your questions. The Cuban crafters are a hit or miss. The shop is in Miami. San Andreas wrapper and a Nika filler and binder. Very good to know. They taste very good. Just a little construction issue. No, I mean, there's no burn issue right now, but it might be a burn issue later on. See that? It might explode later on and cause some serious issues. Hey, my dad's on. If you guys saw my video, Brian is my dad. Okay, let's see here. What did he say? Hi, Jamers. This is your dad. Hey, Mr. Patton. Professor Gnomes is talking to my dad. I'm watching you roast. Yeah, so if you guys saw, we did a bunch of videos in Florida where my dad lives. And so we just had a great time in the villages. You can see those videos on my channel. And we saw a giant hippo at Busch Gardens. That was pretty fun. Let's see here. Christina, I let my mom try some of your coffee. She was excited. I'm glad I'm exciting people. Okay. Coffee is really easy to roast. You push start and, you got fresh coffee for the week. And I think roasting coffee is great because, I can be outside, have a cigar, have my drink. I can wind down for the day. And I think that's why I like it. It's kind of like a fun hobby. Let's see here. By the way, I got this brand new light. This is a mini LED light, perfect for Instagram photos. You turn it on. In the back is a little screen. And then from that screen, you can actually adjust the brightness. And it gets really bright. And these are actually like little filters. Oh, wow. You guys... I'm blown out right now. Why is it so light? Why is it so bright? Come on. Get back down to normal here. But yeah, so I got like little gel diffusers. So this is pretty cool. So this is how, if you want to take pictures on Instagram, this is the secret to get that really great shot for your cigar. And those get me, I did like 3 shots of cigars using the light, just like that. And I got a ton more likes. So this is called a Socani light, and it's just, I had to show you guys because you could walk the dog with this thing, or you could, you could do anything. It's super bright, super small. I don't know. Can you see that? Look how bright that is. And that's with the filters on. Imagine with them off. It's crazy. I was gonna put this behind the machine as a backlight, but I didn't end up doing that. Dad says, ever try putting in the roaster a cinnamon stick? So my stepbrother, he actually roasts coffee as well, and he puts cinnamon sticks in the roaster. I should do that because I've got cinnamon, I got a roaster. It might smoke a lot. I'm assuming it might smoke, but it might get a good natural cinnamon flavor. I don't know. We'll find out. I'm gonna have to do that one time. Have you tried Tim's coffee? No, I need to get Tim's coffee. Tim from Cigars Daily, he's 20 minutes north, so I definitely got to try his stuff out. One-Eyed Gaming, how's it going? Well, this thing is falling apart on me. Grayson, good question, Grayson. Grayson says, how is the Wineador doing? It's doing very well. It's very easy to maintain a Wineador or humidor in the winter versus in the summer here. It's super hot, super dry. It's just difficult keeping the temperature down. Even with the Wineador, it can be very, very difficult. Let's see here. Dude, that's cool. It is very cool. What's cool? I don't know what's cool. Joseph, could you do more cigar lounge tours? I definitely can do that. Right now, I'm getting a bunch of camera equipment, and so I'm going to have a lot more. So the problem, okay, here, if you're into photography and videography, you start to get into getting lenses and different cameras and different lighting. And so right now I'm in the process of getting a wide angle lens, because when you're inside, you don't want to get a normal camera lens. You want to get a wide angle so you can see the whole room, and it normally looks bigger and it gives better perspective. Otherwise, normally with my camera, if I did a tour, it might be kind of compressed. It might be just like a corner. It might look kind of small. So I'm actually investing right now in a wide angle lens for like indoor tours and stuff. So you're going to see more of that soon. Let's see here. Yeah, the light is cool. This is a really cool, you could just use this as a regular dog walking light or photography. This is $50, it's perfect. It's perfect in every way. You can dial it down. This is as low as it goes. So this is 1%. And it can go all up to, like 100 lumens, a lot of lumens. I don't know how many lumens. Okay. So right now, the first stage of coffee roasting, we are in the drying stage. The drying stage is great because it gets all of the water content out of the coffee bean. And so it allows it to properly roast. If you don't dry coffee and you just go right into you're just going right into high temperatures, it can it just doesn't develop right. The inside's like raw and the outside's like burnt. So a drying stage is great. We're at a good temperature right now, 273 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's, I keep talking and I'm not smoking. I gotta turn this down a little bit. It's high pressure. So if you can hear that, I'm actually going to put it on P4 because I can tell it's already cracking. It's not bad. It's just I can tell, right? There's a delay between the actual roasting and the temperatures. So I'm going to push P4. We're going to go through first crack. Right when we get through first crack, that's when you get into what's called the Rosetta Stone. Between first crack and second crack, that's like the ideal range of coffee roasting. So definitely remember that. Rosetta Stone, that's like coffee isn't really edible until it goes through first crack. And it's kind of burnt once you get past the second crack, about 3 to 5 minutes after the first crack. Man, this camera makes me look like I have a big zit, but it's in real life, it's not really that bad. Okay. Hey, buddy. Okay. I got a lot of people commenting. Joseph says, thank you. Okay, Caesar, what French press do you like? I've got a few French presses. Overall, I've broken a lot of French presses. And so I've had a lot of them sent to me and I buy a lot of them. French presses are either really crappy or really good. So I think Bodum, Bodum, those are always good. And there's a few of them on Amazon that are pretty good. But overall, I break French presses a lot. The glass just doesn't hold up to anything, in the kitchen sometimes. So I prefer AeroPress. AeroPress is made out of plastic. But I think Bodum, most people could say Bodum is a very good French press. Okay, I've interviewed for a new job recently, and I'm wondering if you have any recommendations for a good celebration cigar to pick up. Yes, I do. I was with my stepdad and my mom and my wife last night in Scottsdale, in Scottsdale, Arizona. We were at this really nice place called Churchill's, and I had an Ashton Symmetry. Ashton is a brand, and Symmetry is the cigar, and it was a very good cigar. It was about $12, but it tasted great. Michael recommended it, and I was very surprised. I would definitely pick up an Ashton Symmetry. Let's see here. Dude, Matt, you're going to get the job, man. Matt is going to get the job. Well, you have to have faith. Okay. Let's see here. The winter has been horrible here. We had 12 inches of snow, and we are supposed to be getting more. Oh, man. Oh, man. That really sucks. This is like the best time of year here because it's 60 degrees and, everything's just, you can't swim or anything, but it's 65 degrees. I can wear a hoodie every day. It's perfect. Let's see here. Matt says cigars and coffee or cigars and alcohol. Well, I like both. Here's the problem with alcohol is it's either really good or really not good with cigars. But coffee is almost always good with cigars. So coffee is a safe bet, but I don't like drinking coffee past 5 o'clock because then I can't go to bed. So alcohol is my downer and coffee is my upper. Uh-oh. Getting ashes everywhere. I'm trying to talk. Look at this big camera thing. Talk on the mic. Look at that. And it's just a pain in the butt. In real life, it's very difficult to be live. So I need to have like a permanent studio where I don't have to set everything up and have issues, Okay, let's see here. What kind of bean roaster is that? This is a Beemore 1600 Plus. And I just found out on Amazon they don't sell them anymore. But I believe they're making a new model. But this is a 1600 Plus. It's spelled BEHMOR. Beemore 1600 Plus. I have a link below where you can get one. But right now, I think they just discontinued it for a short time. But Sweet Maria's, let's see here. Can you see that? Sweet Maria's. If you guys go to sweetmarias.com, they should have a lot of these. They have a lot of different models, and Sweet Maria's is actually sponsoring this video right now. Let's see here. That's so cool. I enjoy honey whiskey or vanilla rum. Me too. I like both of those. If you put a little honey whiskey inside of some boring bourbon, it's very good. Yeah, so this right here, let's see here, Joseph. This is about $300 something, and it basically just roasts my coffee for me. It does all the guesswork. It has a thermometer. It's got this drum right here. I can control the speed. I have different profiles if I don't want to go into manual mode. It's got a cooling option, so it does all the cooling. So I really recommend this because I don't know. I was roasting coffee out of a little popcorn popper, and it's very, very good, but it's a very small amount. So you have to do that a lot. Whereas this, I can roast a pound at a time, and I could be good to go for the whole week. And I can roast my coffee exactly how I like it. So there's different levels of roasts, and I like mine medium dark, which is, we call that a full city plus. So yeah, basically this is right here. This is a safety feature. If you see that, that means it's going to shut off in 30 seconds. So you have to push the start button. Otherwise, it'll turn off. This is a safety feature because coffee is it can be combustible. It turns into like cellulose, which is like paper. And so they installed this safety feature, which is a pain in the butt. But normally I'm right here anyway, sitting by it. So 250 degrees. I like maintaining that temperature. And once we get to first crack, I'm going to slow this drum down, and that should help a lot. Okay, let's see here. Now I know what to get my mom for her birthday. Yeah, this Andrea, this is a killer gift. It has an afterburner right here, so it actually takes the smoke, burns it, and shoots it out the top. So you could roast inside, but I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, you could do it, but do it by a window. But normally, coffee roasting is very smoky, so this really reduces that a lot. Let's see here. How did you get into roasting your own beans, espresso machines, etc.? Hey, that's a good question, Matt. Um, well, I started smoking cigars. I like cigars. I had a few good espresso drinks with the cigar, and I was like, man, I could have this at home, and it's not that expensive. I mean, I drink coffee every day. Why not do it really, really good, really, really well? So, I started just buying machines, I guess. I had a little baby machine in college. It's $50, and that really got me through college. And then I upgraded to a bigger machine, and now I got like an entry level espresso machine. It's about $500, and so I just kind of built it up over 10 years. But here's how I look at it. I drink coffee every day. So I tend to spend money on things that I buy that I use every day. So, what if that's a car or your house, for me it's like a coffee is it's just a staple of my day. So that's how I justify it, spending money on stuff like this. Yeah. Let's see here. And when you make your own coffee every morning, for me, it's like a morning routine. So I really like that because it kind of gets me going. It gets me started. It's fun. It's for me, it's art and science. Let's see here. How do you pair cigars with coffee? Light cigar with light coffee? Full body cigar with strong coffee? He's allergic to alcohol. Oh yeah. So here's what I would say. That's a good rule of thumb. Light coffee with a light cigar. But I've also noticed that it doesn't really matter. They all taste good together. So just as long as your coffee is not, super bitter or super sour, those could be over or under extracted. Normally it's very, very good. So I don't really think that matters too much. Just as long as it's really good, fresh coffee, prepared the way you like it. I think that's really what matters. Because, if I don't like it, you might love it and I might hate it. So it's subjective anyway. But generally, yeah, it's like a pour over could go great with a Connecticut cigar. Let me see this. So yeah, that's kind of typically how I do it. Let's see here. Let's see here. Do you have a preference on a country of origin for the beans, similar to tobacco, or does it not matter? Yeah. So recently, I've been buying a lot of Ethiopian beans. Ethiopia is the birthplace of coffee. Oh, I can hear it. Can you hear that? So I'm going to reduce it to P3, which is half power. So we're going to try to ride the wave of, development. But yeah, so recently I've been enjoying Ethiopian beans because they're very, very good. They taste full-bodied, and they're like $5 a pound, $6 a pound. So I tend to just buy things based off of the rating. When you guys go to Sweet Maria's, they actually have ratings on the type of coffee, how it tastes, the profile, and basically they rate it. And there's like a number, like 80 to 95. And I prefer, the higher the number, generally the better. So you just take into account the price and the profile, the number, and somewhere in the middle for me is Ethiopia a lot of times. And for me, it's really good with espresso. Any bean, any origin can be prepared any way, but some coffees are maybe better suited for espresso style. But yeah, that's also subjective. Let's see here. What's up, JP? What's up, Jack? How's it going, man? Have you tried Tim Hortons coffee? Yes, I'm actually from Michigan, Michigan is basically Canada, and so we had Tim Hortons there, and it's like really good, cheap coffee. That's the best way to describe it. Tim Hortons is like Starbucks. It's like Starbucks it's Canada's Starbucks. It's pretty good. Mm. How did I roll my own cigars? I just started buying tobacco, messing around with it. I would watch videos, and I would spend like a whole day just watching videos and practicing. And you make like 5 or 6 really crappy cigars, and then you make a good one. And it's not as hard as you think. You just have to do it like 3 or 4 times to start to make something that's decent. But yeah, so I got some stuff from Leaf Only. I actually have a rolling kit upstairs. It has all the stuff you need to get rolling, to start rolling. Definitely start there because they give you all the tools. And it's kind of like a starter's kit. And yeah, so that's kind of what I recommend. I would tell people just try it out. And if you try it out and you hate it, that's okay. For me, I have a better appreciation for coffee. I mean, for cigars, just because I've done it. And I know how difficult it is. It's all hand done by hand, by feel. You roll the leaves in here, then you take the stems out, and it's all about evenness and feel. It takes a lot of work. So I don't do that much anymore because it's not really worth my time. It would take 5 or 6 hours to roll 10 cigars for me because that was just really slow. Because you have to set up the tobacco. It takes a while. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Let's see here. What humidor do you use? I use a Wineador, actually. It's a Wineador from New Air. And I got custom drawers, custom lights I put in there myself. Everything's all Wi-Fi controlled. Can you hear that? I'm going to push the C button. The C means I get 3 extra minutes for second crack, but I'm not really there yet. I'm almost a second crack. I'm going to bump the heat up to P4. Slow the drum down. You can actually hear second crack right now. It's more like snaps, just little snaps, kind of like Rice Krispie treats. And right around here is where I have to be really careful because you could burn your coffee or it could not really turn out right. When I'm done, I'm gonna push the cool button. The tricky part is coffee keeps roasting just because of residual heat. So I have to kind of preemptively stop it a little bit, just like baking. Oh, Christina, an article about coffee and cigar pairing. That would be really good. Yeah, for me, it's mostly cappuccinos, macchiatos, espresso, sometimes pour over. Let's see here. I can hear it. Okay. We're almost done. Oh, I think I've been there with my parents, Caesar. So Caesar says I should go to 19th Avenue in Campbell. I'm going to cool this. He says they have Ethiopian coffee shop there. They serve delicious food and they roast their own beans. I don't know. I went to an Ethiopian shop around the area. It's an Ethiopian restaurant. It was really good. And you have like this big piece of bread, like naan, and you scoop up your food with this like foamy bread. It's really good. What's that place called? Do you know? So look I pushed the cooling button and I can still hear it cracking and snapping. So that tells me it's still roasting. We're going to see this drop in temperature here. But after about 12 minutes of cooling down, we can take out the beans, shake off the chaff. It's like this paper material. And then we're good to go. We let it rest for about 24 hours, and then we can enjoy it. Pretty easy, right? Actually, the hardest part about this is the cleanup because we have to vacuum out the inside, and we're going to clean it. I'm going to show you guys how to clean it because I guess you need to have a special cleaning product. Matt has a good question. Okay, so Matt says, I've never tried flavor cigars, but do you think pairing a coffee flavored stick with coffee is a good idea? Yeah, I'd say so. I think it's a safe bet. I don't see anything wrong with that. Here, oh my gosh, this is a really hot flame. Jeez. Yeah, so I think that's a safe pairing. Flavored cigars, um, coffee flavored cigars, and coffee. I don't see that. To me, that doesn't negate itself. Like, see, this wine is very acidic. Coffee and wine, cigars and coffee, they don't really go together. They're kind of, unless you have like a really good oaky strong wine, it's not as easy to pair these together. It's not offensive, but it's not like wow. But with coffee, it seems to be for me much easier. There's no science to it. I think a lot of this is just trial and error. Jeez, I keep spilling. Ashes everywhere. Oh my gosh, this thing blew up on me. Look at that. It tastes great, but it literally just blew up all over. Let's see here. Christina, she just switched from Tupperware from acrylic jars because the jars are starting to affect my cigars from the position they're in. So if you have cigars vertically, over time it can damage the foot of a cigar. It's not bad if you have your cigars in their cellophane, but yeah, over time I've noticed mine they can prematurely get damaged on the foot. So yeah, using Tupperware actually is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. Man, this thing is really blowing up on me. There we go. I got no binder. I've got no wrapper, just the binder. There we go. Yeah, it's a great. This is a good example of a cigar. It's like $3 or something like that. You don't care if it blows up on you. You know why? Because it tastes great, and I'm not focusing on the cigar. I'm having fun. I'm doing roasting. I'm talking to you guys. So we call these like yard cigars. They taste pretty good. You don't care if you mess it up. These are no brainers. You could buy a box of these and age them, and they'd probably be really good. Let's see here. Hey, what's up, Pete? How's it going? Grayson says he got the CC100 for Christmas and he's seasoning it now. Those are awesome. I did a review on those. I think I have a 100H, which has the heat that I sold to Caesar. And yeah, they're perfectly small. They maintain humidity really well. And those are like a very affordable way to get into this, Let's see here. Christina says her favorite cigars or infused cigars are the Nub Cafe Espresso, Deadwood Fat Bottom Betty. That sounds like my nickname. Tobacco Special. Great with coffee pairing. Yeah, those sound really good actually. I've had a Nub Cafe. I think I've tried it, but I'm a big fan of Nub Connecticut's. I think those are very good. Never had a Tobacco Special. Let's see here. Matt says, I use a 101-ounce Sistema packs as Tupperdoors. They're only about $8 a piece on Amazon, and they hold 45 cigars for me. I recommend those for sure. So that's a really economical way just to get into it. And you could have 4 or 5 of these things. So in case one of them gets dry, not all of them get dry. In case one of them gets cigar beetles, not all of them get cigar beetles. So just like investments, you diversify. And so if one humidor goes bad, all of your cigars don't go bad. That's a really awesome way to do it. And you could have that you could have all the boxes into a bigger container so they're all organized. Little smiley faces. Let me try smile. I'm gonna do a smiley face. Look down here at the emojis. Let me try one of these. What the heck? Oh, I like this one. Okay. Let's see here. I think that's all the comments. So basically, now that we're almost done, I think I'm going to give away, not me, Sweet Marie's is giving away 5 1 pounds, 1 pound of coffee. So 5 pounds total. I think it's 5 winners. And I'm thinking maybe I'll test you guys on how to roast coffee and, the different names and stuff like that. So let me know how that sounds. And basically, we're gonna do this like last time. The first comment, I'm gonna give that to you. So the first comment, you win that 1 pound of coffee. That's pretty good. Okay, so are you guys ready? I think it's working. Let me see. I always wonder if this is. I think that's good. Let's see here. Okay, Christina. She says it's good. Okay, so when you're roasting coffee, what is it called? What's it called between first crack and second crack? What's that time called in the roasting cycle? What's a common name for that? Let's see if people know this. What country buys the most expensive coffee? I don't know. I would assume I would assume Saudi Arabia, maybe? I don't know. What is it? I feel like you guys just went dead on me. I couldn't keep up, and now it's slow. What's it called between first crack and second crack? What's that time called? Japan. No. What's the name of that? I was calling it a certain name. Japan buys the most expensive coffee. Can you believe that? Oh, you're trying your best to. Maybe it's a bad question. Maybe it's a really bad question. We'll see. We got 3 minutes left. I'm actually going to get my hold on. I'm going to get my bag so I can kind of bag it up. 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 Okay. Let's see here. I forgot it had a simile name to it. Kinda, yeah. Okay. So the name. I did a bad job. The name between first crack and second crack, a lot of people call that the Rosetta Stone, and so that's typically how you consume it. It's between first and second crack. The Rosetta Stone. This is what I do. I just get paper bags, and I simply put a bag inside of a bag. Put a bird on it. It's called Almost Second Crack. Oh, simple name. Yeah, Rosetta Stone. Okay, next question. Let's see here. A good question. If you guys saw me roasting, what's this papery stuff that comes off of coffee? It's everywhere. It's this papery substance. I got it everywhere right now. It's just this paper. What is that stuff called? There's a name for that. First person to answer, you get a pound of coffee. Oh, Pete Pete got it right. Cracklins is all I can recall the name. Pete, you got it right, man. Send your current email to me, and then I'll send it to Sweet Maria's, and then they'll send you out a pound of coffee. Matt, I failed you. Pete got it. Pete, you got a free pound of green coffee, and just let me know, your email address. I think I already know it, but I don't know. Whatever one you want me to have. And you can roast your own coffee at home. You can do it on the barbecue. You can do it in a pan in the oven. You don't need a machine to roast it. It's just easier. Okay. People are congratsing each other. Okay. Let's see here. What's Let's see here. What's my favorite roast type? What's that called? My favorite roast type. It's there's a name for it that I like. What's my favorite one? I think I mentioned it a few times. Let's see here. Go, Pete. Go. What's my favorite roast level? If you guys know it. Can I do a thumbs up in my own video? No, that's the type. No, not dark. Oh, Caesar got it. No, he almost got it. City, close. I'll give you guys a minute to think about it. Caesar's pretty close. Make sure it's not too hot. Sometimes this is a pain in the butt. See how this chaff is everywhere? And what I normally do is I take this drum and I just shake it. I know that you said it once. I don't recall a specific name. Yeah, so the specific name between like a medium dark roast is called Full City Plus. That's my favorite. Hopefully we've achieved that in this. That's kind of the general hope. Getting chaff everywhere. This is why you get a vacuum, because vacuums make this easy to clean up. So when I'm doing this, I'm getting all the chaff out of here. Chaff doesn't, here's what I've learned. Chaff doesn't have flavor. It just looks ugly. So we try to get rid of it. Just like that. We failed. Okay, so Pete won one bag. Let's see here. Here's another good one. What's another good one? I don't know. I guess we're not done yet. Here's what I've noticed with coffee. When I was just thinking about this, if you want a sweeter cup, like a sweeter, more well-rounded cup, I normally slow the drum down, and that really helps kind of develop the flavors. The only problem with that is some people like a more zingy, like breakfast blend, more I don't know, acidic tasting. So that's when you go faster. What's up, Harriet? How's it going? We're roasting coffee, and I'm giving away, Sweet Maria's is giving away pounds of green coffee, so you guys can roast at home. Andy, how's it going? We're just getting rid of all the chaff here. Okay. I'm just going to pour this in here. I wonder if my dad's still on. Make sure all the stuff is out. Let me show you guys what this looks like. To me, this is just the perfect roast. Can you see that? It's dark, but it still has some chaff in the middle here in the cracks. It's puffed up, but it's not black. For me, you get the best flavors with that. And then this is good to go for the whole rest of the week. That's the easiest way I found to have coffee at home. Fresh coffee. Pretty much that's it. And then we grab this. And I'm just going to clean this out. If I had a vacuum cleaner right now, this would be way easier. Like 10 times easier. And I'm going to show you guys every 5 roasts, I use this thing called Simple Green, and that's what we use to kind of wipe it down. Otherwise, you get coffee oils that build up, and they cake on, and you don't want that in your machine. Simple Green's like a sort of like a healthy cleaner. It's like food grade. Let's see here. You gotta get a cup of coffee now. Hey, K-Berry, what's up? Okay, what were the beans? These are Ethiopian beans. These are, I forget, there's some sort of cooperative. And they are roasted to perfection. Can you see that? These are perfect for me, for espresso, for pour over. I tend to roast medium dark. We call that Full City Plus. And they're from Sweet Maria's. And actually, Sweet Maria's is sponsoring this video. So I'm giving away, they're giving away 5 1-pound bags of coffee. So I'm kind of giving you guys random questions throughout the live feed. Let's see here. It's too cold to go outside and smoke. For you, it is. For me, it's perfect. All right. Let me show you guys how I clean this thing. Paper towel and some Simple Green, and I spray it right here like this. And all I do is wipe it down, because I do this about every 5 to 10 roasts. You'll see coffee oils will cake up on it. Can you see that? So we have to get rid of that. Otherwise, it kind of ruins the machine over time. And you really want to make sure you're cleaning. There's a sensor back here. That's the thermometer. We really want to clean that, because otherwise it won't read accurately. This is so hard to do on camera because it's like awkward. This is not normally how I would clean it. But I'm trying to do it for the video. Can you see all this oil coming off? This is like a really boring live feed. I just realized. Okay. It's too cold, looks great. Smoked in 12 inches of snow. Jeez, you guys are dedicated. Just realizing I need a haircut. Look at this. Look at that. Okay. So here's the trick. Now I'm going to do a dry burn. I push the half pound, push start. And this is going to burn away all of the residual simple green. It's still, it's non-toxic, so it doesn't really matter. But I still like to, burn it away. So that's basically what I use. Simple green lasts forever. It's non-toxic. It's biodegradable. So technically I could just drink it, but you probably wouldn't want to. So I wouldn't recommend like Clorox or anything because that really, you don't want that anywhere near food. So that's the trick. You got to get simple green. See how it's burning away in there? When we take this chaff tray, we're going to empty this out over here. Okay. Let's see here. What did I miss? Looks good. Okay. Okay, Grayson is learning a lot. That's good. So this is kind of like my weekly coffee roasting routine. We still got to give away 4 more bags of coffee, so stay tuned here. Let's see here. Turns out I've remembered nothing. No, you are good. Hey, James. Hey, Jenny. Jenny is my aunt, Aunt Jenny. She is an awesome aunt. So, guys, say hi to Aunt Jenny. I'm showing everyone how to roast coffee if you guys are just joining. This is my coffee roaster. Okay, so let's see here. We roasted a pound. We're dry burning it. Let's see. Hey, Aunt Jenny. She's getting all the love. She's out of California. Okay, let's see here. I think I said this before. Name 3 coffee. How about this? Yeah. Name my favorite 3 coffee drinks. And the first person to comment, you're going to get a pound of green coffee. Room 101's Farce, Connecticut, Diamond Crown, Black Diamond. Is that the cigar you're smoking? K-Berry, did you like that the package I sent you? Oh, Matt was close. Espresso, latte, black coffee. Pretty close. First to be correct. That's what we're looking for. First to be correct. And then you're going to win a pound of green coffee. So maybe you could try this. Maybe you could roast it in a pan or in a popcorn popper like I've done. You got to name 3 drinks that are my favorite in one comment. What? K-Berry, I thought I sent you something. Maybe, were you in the giveaway last? Oh, Don Francisco's hazelnut and FD's butterscotch. That sounds good. Well, Matt, you were the closest. It wasn't really black coffee, but it's pour over, which can be black coffee. So I'm going to give that one to Matt. Matt was very, very, that's basically it. So I'm not that picky. Matt, you win. Matt gets a free 1 pound of green coffee. So that's 2 people. Let's here. Go, Matt. Yeah, so I love so Matt, email me below. You're gonna see my email. Send me your email, then I'll send that to Sweet Maria's. I didn't know I was, but I didn't win anything. Oh, you didn't? You should have got something. Huh. It's very odd. I wonder what happened. I sent out like 5 or 6 of them. Let's see here. Go, Matt. Okay. Another question. Okay, how long do you have to wait in order? How long should you wait before you drink the coffee that you roast? The coffee I just roasted, I could drink it, but the rule of thumb is to wait. How long should I wait before I drink it? I think I said this earlier. Yeah, email me again. I don't know what happened. Maybe you got lost in the mail or something? Andy wins. Andy, 24 hours. That's generally what people say. You know, the minimum you should wait is about 24 hours because coffee actually has to off gas. It's going through chemical changes after you roast it. It's still changing and it has to off gas. And generally the flavor tastes even better after 24 hours. You could wait 3 days. You could wait a week. But most people would say you have to at least wait 24 hours. So Andy, you win. So let's see here. We got Andy. We got Matt. Oh, Andy. Those are really good guesses. So Andy, email me, and then I will send that out to Sweet Maria's, and they're going to contact you for whatever kind of coffee you want. Okay, so we got Andy, we got Matt. Who else won? Pete won. And who else? The first guy. Someone else. Who's the first guy? Did I only do 3? I think I did 3. Pete, Andy, Matt. I don't know. Someone else won. Let's see here. So I'm trying to keep this interesting without being like too coffee geek. Because what happens if you get too nerdy, it's not interesting. If it's just me talking, then maybe that's boring too. I don't know. Let's see here. Caesar, how was your vacation in Orlando? It was awesome. I got to hang out with my family. It was super warm. It was like 80 degrees. And my dad lives in the Villages. And the Villages is like a really huge retirement community. And you can it's kind of like Vegas, but like retirement style. And so everything's very affordable. There's lots of pretty things, lots of cool things to do. You know, it's next to Orlando, so we had a lot of fun. We went to Tampa one day for Busch Gardens. It's just fun. Free entertainment every day where he lives. So we did a lot of that kind of stuff. We had a few cigars. Oh, Christina. Christina has a really good question. What's the best way to store your coffee beans? So coffee is coffee, unlike cigars, needs air. It needs air. Well, it's interesting because it needs air, but it can't. But it loses its freshness. So basically, I store coffee in an airtight container that has a release valve. Or I just drink it fast enough so that I never have to store it long term. That's kind of what I do with this. It off gases. But some people say that you should freeze it. You don't ever freeze it. Some people say you should put it in a vacuum. I would not recommend it. Generally, you want it to be fresh, and that's about like 1 to 2 weeks is fresh. So the idea with roasting your coffee is you don't really need to store it long term. You just have to consume it, after a few weeks after it's been roasted, because then it starts to lose its freshness. I've noticed people who store it in airtight containers, the off gassing actually pops off the lid, so that doesn't really work. But yeah, I think uh, the whole part of this is to enjoy it fresh. When you buy coffee and it's like a little off gassing little disc, so that's how they put it in there fresh and it off gases. That's a great way to store coffee long term. But if it's really fresh, you don't even really need that. Oh, let's see here. K-Berry, have you tried Jamaican Blue Mountain? I have. It's very good. It's very expensive. And even with that, you don't know how fresh it is because it could be on the shelves for months. It could be on the shelves. It could be back stock, you know. Still very good coffee, though. It's not like I hate it. Jamaican Blue Mountain. They have a big mountain called Blue Mountain, I guess. This is what they say. And high elevation makes really good coffee. So that's kind of their spiel. In Hawaii, they have Kona, which is like a region, I believe. And I guess that's good coffee. So there's a lot of places like that where the elevation is really high. It's good conditions for coffee. What's up, Adam? How's it going, Adam? We're giving away free coffee. Free green coffee from Sweet Maria's. Grayson, we loved Busch Gardens. We liked it better than SeaWorld. Best way to describe it. Whoa, I'm shaking the whole camera. Busch Gardens is it's like a zoo mixed with a theme park. So that was really, really cool because, I mean, there was something for everybody. Whereas SeaWorld is yeah, they have rides, but I don't know, it's pretty limited to what they had compared to Busch Gardens. So yeah, if you're not into the theme, if you're not into rides, there's plenty to do without it. It's really, really fun. We saw a hippo too behind some glass. I did a video on it, and we just couldn't believe how big hippos are. Hippos are it's 4,000 pounds, and it's right there. You don't really expect, you don't really think of a hippo as amazing until you're right next to it. Let's see here. Do you recommend any particular bean? Favorite reliable stuff? Pretty much what I do is when I buy beans, I buy from Sweet Maria's. They do a good job of sourcing. Now, these are green beans, but if I'm not buying green beans, I typically buy, I'm trying to think of a good one. It's been a long time. I used to buy a lot of Starbucks, and I don't know if I recommend that anymore because they tend to burn their beans, and it can be, I don't know, they can be kind of boring. But they're very consistent. So Starbucks is consistent, not necessarily fresh, but consistent, and you can get them anywhere. I think there's a lot of higher end stuff that I don't know if you could get it. See here. I'm trying to think. I like Kona coffee now that I think about it. Kona Hawaiian coffee is pretty good. Caribou coffee was pretty good. Anything that's highly rated on Amazon is pretty good. I've had a lot of that. Let's see here. He's studying up on his cigars. Well, today we're doing coffee. Yeah, I would say a lot of U.S. So the U.S. culturally, the U.S. likes a lot. And we have a huge amount of quantity, but we don't have a lot of quality. And so that goes with almost everything. We like to buy things in mass production. You know, Starbucks is huge and they dominate, but it's not the best quality. It's just the most popular. So I would definitely go with that. I think a lot of coffee that's really good is Ethiopian coffee. I've had a lot of blends from local roasters that were really good. I would say the biggest factor is just how fresh is the coffee. That's really what matters. Let's see here. Boyd's makes good coffee. I used to buy from Spice Merchants in Wichita, Kansas. They have a shop online. Huh. Spice Merchant. I'm going to have to check that out. Okay, who else won? Do, 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 do. Let's see. I'm trying to see who won so far. Do, 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 do. So we got Pete who won. We've got Pete who won. We've got Matt who won. We've got Andy who's won, which means we have 2 more pounds to give away. I'm trying to get creative here. All right. So when you're cleaning a Beemore, what is the product I use to clean the Beemore? What's it called? The first person to win, first person to comment wins. Wins another pound. If you ever come to Tucson, come look it up. I'm going to have to look it up. I love Tucson. Tucson is one of those places where it's very homey. People are nicer there. I'm in Phoenix. It's not that nice. People aren't as friendly here. Lines take 30 minutes to go through the Spice Merchant. Must be really good coffee. Garden Green. No, nope. Close, though. Close. Yeah. What's the... Okay, Matt's being nice. Hey, Grayson. Grayson was the first person. Grayson, Simple Green, you got it correct. That's the cleaning solution that we use. It's biodegradable. It's non-toxic. Okay. Grayson, wow. Great, man. People are coming in with comments now. Okay. Grayson won that one. That was a good one. Yeah, here it is. If you get a machine, anything that you cook anything in, use Simple Green because it's non-toxic. That's what you need. You need non-toxic cleaner. Caesar says, my favorite cup of Joe came from El Salvador on vacation. They walk down the street with fresh. I mean, that's the way to get it. When you have fresh coffee, I see Andy just emailed me. When you have fresh coffee, it can trump coffee that can be twice as expensive just because it's fresh. So that's why I do all these roasting videos, in case you're wondering. I think it's just interesting, too. I don't know anyone who roasts their own coffee. Oh, the Imaginary. What's up, man? The Imaginary RC, give this video a thumbs up so maybe more people will see it. That might be nice. Let's see here. I only know you. You only know me. Yeah, I'm the only guy that I know that roasts coffee. So I just can't believe it's that good and it's that easy, you know. That's basically why I'm showing you guys. Nice channel. Thank you so much. We try to do live videos once a week. I've been super busy, so I haven't been doing them as much. But the whole idea is this. I'm trying to create like a community of coffee roasters and people who like cigars or, I don't know, wine or whiskey. So, yeah, I'm just doing this just for fun. Matt says, how long would you recommend storing your own roasted coffee before it starts losing fresh quality? For me, anything longer than like 2 weeks is kind of like dead coffee. And I would recommend just using dead coffee for like cold brew. But yeah, I would say like between 1 day to like 10 days. That's kind of where I like it. So this right here will be gone within, a week. Let's see here. Also cleans car engines. Yeah, this stuff is great. It cuts grease. It's biodegradable. It's easy, non-toxic. Let's see here. I mean, it's relatively, healthy. Let's see. It's good on pet soils, oil, soot, and more. Huh. Go figure, soot. Let's see here. Do you roll your own cigars? Seems very interesting. Yes, I do. I haven't done it in a long time, but I roll my own cigars. With cigar rolling, though, you have to dedicate time, and right now I don't have as much time. But it takes a long time to get really good at it. It takes time to you have to really roll like a lot to get good. So the initial investment can cost some money, but once you get good, you can save a lot of money. But yeah, I like rolling my own cigars. I try to do that like once a year, maybe. I'm not a coffee drinker, but you sure make me want to try it. Is there a beginner's coffee? That's a really good question. Professor Gnomes has a good question. Okay, so beginner's coffee, I would say start with a pour over. That's when you pour water over grounds and then it drips out the bottom. Some people call that drip coffee. If it's drip coffee, it's out of a machine. If it's pour over, some person actually pours the water. I would recommend that because it's very it's the lightest body of coffee. I think it's more, you could add cream to that. It's pretty good. So yeah, try a pour over. I would start there. Maybe add some sugar, and that's a great way to start. Let's see here. I'm not coming late. What are you smoking? I am smoking a Cuban Crafters from my buddy Caesar. He gave it to me, and right now it exploded, so you can see the wrappers coming off. But they're very affordable, and they taste great. And yeah, these are great budget cigars. It's just every once in a while, I guess they explode on you. That's what he said. But you know what? We don't even need a wrapper. We got rid of the wrapper. Now we're just smoking the binder. It's a tasty little cigar. I'm gonna age a few of these. K-Berry, thank you for the email. Yeah, so when you're trying coffee, generally, this is not like always true, but I would say the darker the roast, a lot of times you think, oh, dark roasted means really, really strong. And that's not really true. Dark roast just means darker flavor, more roasting, more sugars, more charcoal flavor, burnt flavor. But that doesn't mean more caffeine. The more you roast coffee, generally the more caffeine you burn and it actually goes away. So light roast coffees can actually have more caffeine. So it's like body versus caffeine, flavors. It's like nicotine versus like body and cigar. Like just because it's a dark cigar doesn't mean it's a strong cigar. So I tell people that. I'm like, medium roasted coffee has more caffeine a lot of times. So yeah, don't be shy of dark roast. Just because it's dark roast doesn't mean it's really, really powerful. It could actually be, for beginners, it could be more palatable. So that's what I recommend. It could be more acidic. Yeah. When medium roasted coffee, it has more acid in it. It could be more acidic. So what info should I send you for this email? By the way, I'm new to this type of thing, but I've been enjoying your channel since subscribing. Thank you so much. Yeah. Send me an email. I'll send your email to Sweet Maria's, and they're going to actually handle all of it for you. That way I don't have to do any shipping, and they can have all of your information, so they can ship it faster. And yeah, and I want you guys to get coffee from them because I think they offer a lot of really cool things. Like they'll have like little cards of how it was made, and you can kind of pick your own coffee, and there's a lot on that website. It's pretty cool. sweetmarias.com. Let's see here. I don't really understand how you can offend an inanimate object. I don't know. How do you mean with the cigar? Christina likes dark, rich coffee. Yeah. The more you drink coffee, the more your palate develops. And the more your palate develops, the more you like it. So, yeah, just start trying it. And it might take a while to really enjoy it. It was kind of like wine. When I started drinking wine, I hated it. Now I kind of like it. Very similar. Let's see here. So, oh yeah. This is good to go. I didn't do a great job cleaning it. I could see I could clean it more. But if you have a vacuum, you can really clean it out really well. But that's pretty much it. So good night, everyone. I have to work tomorrow. Great show, James. Thank you, Caesar. Now, how do you roast something that lacks feeling? No, how do you roast? Oh, how do you roast something that has feeling? I don't know. Good question. Good question. Guys, this machine is like the cheapest home roaster. Most of these machines that do a pound are like twice as expensive. Not this one. And this machine has chaff collector and a catalytic converter on top, so it sucks it up through here. It's really, for the price, I think this is a great machine. What I would like to see, this machine have Bluetooth connectivity, or maybe like Wi-Fi connectivity to my phone, because then that way I don't have to touch this at all. I could just have all the settings dialed into their app. Maybe I think if they had an app, I could like draw out like the profile of how it's roasted, and I could save my roast, and I can just push a button from my phone and it would roast it automatically. And then I think that'd be cool too, because you could save your data from your app. You could share it. I think that'd be really cool, and it would be more repetitive. You know, I could do the same roast every time, exactly the same. Where do I find your email address? Oh, Grayson, go down below in the comments. You can see in the description, it should say it. It should say my email address, honestcigarreviews@gmail.com. Let's see here. I think we have one more pound. We have one more pound, I'm pretty sure. Huh. What else? We talked about chaff. We talked about waiting 24 hours. We talked about cleaning it. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. What's a good question? What's one more question? Because we've been going for an hour and 20 minutes. Hey, Ruben, he's late. What's up, Ruben? How's it going, man? No problem, Mark. No problem, Grayson. Let's see here. Yeah, so if you're just tuning in, we roasted coffee. This is the Be More Plus, and here's my pound of coffee I roasted. And this lasts me like a whole week. We talked about how to store coffee. We talked about what I'm smoking. This is a Cuban Crafters, I think Nicaraguan cigar. It's pretty good. Okay, we got one more pound. Do you guys? Oh, that's my wife. Decline that. Do you guys have any more questions? Oh, Matt just emailed me. Okay, so we got Matt, we got Grayson, we've got Andy. Matt, Grayson, Andy, Pete. Okay, let's see here. Here's one last question. Let's see here. One last question would be, trying to think. What's a good question for you guys? How many roasts do I do in the roaster before I use the Simple Green? Because you have to clean it, after so many roasts. How many roasts do you do before you clean it? That would be a good question. Yeah, K-Bear, if you can get some green beans from Jamaica, that'd be awesome. Oh, Christina said 3. That's close. Very close. Oh, Professor Gnome's got it. 5. That's correct. After 5 roasts, generally you clean the machine. So Professor Gnomes, email me and I'll send your email to Sweet Maria's. But if you did it every 3, that would not be bad. It just, maybe you could wait 5. That's what they say in the manual. They say 5. Let's see here. 4 or 5. Did you get my email? I don't know. I don't know. I'm in this app right now. Let me see if I got your email while you're on here. Okay, we got K-Berry. Yes, I got your email. So let's see. We got Andy. We got Matt emailed me. And we got K-Berry. So we're waiting for Grayson's email. pretty soon. I wonder if there's anything else. I think that's congrats. Congrats. Who? No. Do you guys have any other questions about roasting? Christina, that's good. 5 to 10. That's perfect. 5 to 10 roasts. That's perfect. I think the manual says 5. Oh, don't worry about it, Matt. As long as I get it and I can send it to Sweet Maria's, they can send you out coffee. Yeah, I would say 3 roasts is probably a little too much. 10 might be a little, little too much, and 3 might be a little excessive. So they say 5 in the manual, but this is pretty easy. I mean, you guys see, I don't really need to pay attention to it. It's just, it kind of runs. I'm sorry, Christina. Professor got it, but I know you're going to win something in the future. Let's see here. What else can we talk about? So when you guys get your coffee, maybe you can get a popcorn popper at I got mine at Goodwill for like $5, and I roasted it. I just kind of roasted and spun it inside. You can get a pan on the barbecue and do it that way and keep it moving. There's all kinds of videos on it. Or you can get one of these. I don't know. It's kind of a big investment though. If you just want to try it though, I would say start out, on the skillet. Oh, Matt, that's a good question. So coffee can be anywhere from like $4 a pound to maybe $15 a pound when it's green, when it's unroasted. And generally, I buy coffee around $6 a pound. And I try to find coffee that's like $6 a pound and it has a good rating. They score it on Sweet Maria's with like different tasting notes, and they score it out of 10 in different categories: sweetness, balance, body, floral. And they have a big chart, like a tasting chart. And I try to get coffee around the 90 range, 90 points. That's pretty good coffee. So if you can get coffee for $6 a pound around a 90 point range, 85 to 90, that's really good coffee. And that kind of comes in seasons. So different seasons, you'll have different coffees that are, maybe better than others. And, but yeah, you can buy coffee for $6 a pound. That's really, really good. This was about $6 a pound. And now that it's roasted, it's worth about $12 a pound. So this is kind of like premium coffee, and I got it really cheap. And I roasted it the way I like it. So that's kind of a general rule. I think, don't get coffee that's too cheap though. Like I've seen some stuff for like $3 or $4. And that's really good for like blending and mixing, making a blend of beans. But I wouldn't necessarily recommend that for just drinking. Because there's 2 main types of coffee. There's Arabica and there's Robusta. And so these 2 different varietals, Robusta is a small, strong bean, and it doesn't really have good flavor. It's really bitter, but it's really, really packed with caffeine. Whereas Arabica is most of the coffee we drink. It's bigger, it's easier to grow, it has more flavor. So sometimes people blend those 2, but for the most part, you want to get like an Arabica or like a Bourbon type of coffee. But yeah, $6, you can't go wrong. $6 a pound is around what it costs. And of course, the more you buy, the cheaper it is. So if you bought like 20 pounds, it might drop the price down to like $5 a pound. Yeah, Black Rifle coffee is incredible. Ruben, good question. My wife, does she mind the smell of cigars? She doesn't mind it if we're outside. I can't be inside. Right now I'm in my garage, so the garage door is open and it doesn't really smell. But if we were inside, of course I can't do that. She doesn't smoke cigars though. She just, she'll just have one. She'll have a drink or something. Actually, there was a girl at this. We were at this cigar shop, and there was a woman about our age, and she had a cigar, and I was like, I've never seen that. I've never seen a woman my age go to a cigar shop and smoke a cigar. I was like, this is that's different. I thought that was pretty cool. That's pretty rare though that I see that. Black Rifle Coffee Company is awesome. I'm gonna have to check them out. I've seen them on Amazon. Maybe I'll buy their stuff and review it. Maybe. High Desert Man LLC. Is that a real LLC? I should look that up. What's High? You have to explain what is High Desert Man. That sounds like a good company, like survival gear or something. Oh, Smoking Fireman. He says, does the rabbit air filter? Oh, Christina, she did a thumbs up. Does the rabbit air filter the coffee roasting smell pretty well, or or have you tried that? How well does it filter the cigar smoke? So the rabbit air, I actually gave that to Tim because he's one Tim has a cigar shop, so he needs it. I smoke outside, so I don't need it. So when I did the video with Tim, I just said, hey, do you want this? Like, you could probably use it more than me. And so I just gave it to him. But right now I'm using a baby version of that. I did a review of it about a month ago. It's a small filter, and I normally have it next to this. It just helps keep the smell down. It works pretty well, but it's very small, so you have to be right next to it for it to work. Otherwise, it's not really effective. It's designed for like a small room, but the rabbit air works better than that. It's just you have to really be like right now, like pretend this is the rabbit air. For it to really work well, I would have to be like right next to it, So it's not a perfect solution, but I've noticed the rabbit air works really, really well at filtering the smoke. It's just the smoke doesn't all go into it, So you have to be close to it. Let's see here. I'd love to see some coffee reviews like that. Yeah, me too. I should go on Amazon and buy just a ton of coffee and just review it. Because we did a review of, I'm trying to think. We reviewed Bulletproof and we reviewed Death Wish. And those are good coffees. The Death Wish was pre-ground though, so it wasn't as good. But let's see here. You guys get a cigar lounge. Very nice. You're going to have a lounge in your house? That's going to be awesome. Oh, High Desert is men's accessories, beard care, and cigar accessories. That's this channel. It's like you should email me and maybe we could do a collab or something. I don't know. Oh, and cigar reviews on your channel. Okay, I'm gonna check out your channel. You guys check out High Desert Man LLC. Maybe it could be an awesome channel. Whoa. Oh, yeah. So I do like really quick coffee reviews because I've noticed. So the Death Wish was fun. The Bulletproof was fun. I did a super quick Starbucks review because most of the time I don't really buy Starbucks. I think it's overpriced. You could buy a cup of coffee or you could buy a pound of beans. And that's kind of how I think about it. I'm like, man, this is one cup of coffee. I could buy a pound of beans and have coffee for a whole week. That's fresh. That's kind of how I think about it. Let's see here. Cigar Lounge is in a barbershop for men, but women can come in and get a beer or whiskey while you smoke. That sounds awesome, Christina. That would be like a really cool if you had barbershop chairs you could recline, and if they had like really comfy seats and like TVs, that'd be awesome. And drinks. Let's see here. Have you ever had OMS coffee from One Man Smoke? He sells pipes and coffee. He's got a channel about pipes. I've never had his coffee, but I used to watch him a lot. Back in the day when there wasn't many people doing this, I would watch him a ton. So I should ask him for coffee and see. Maybe he'll send some. I don't know. It's like a saloon. Do you ever go to Fox's Cigar Bar? Yes, I've been there 3 times. And I like Fox. So Fox's Cigar Bar, there are actually a few of them, I think, in Scottsdale. And it's a beautiful cigar bar, lounge, bar. and I have a huge gift card. I have like a $50 gift card to go there, and I love it. I've been there 3 or 4 times, and some nights they have special deals for like bourbon, and so you can get a flight of bourbon with maybe a certain cigar if there's a deal going on, and it's just a great atmosphere, and it's in a great location too. So I definitely like Fox's. Oh, you're at Fox right now? What? No way. Oh, you're in Arizona? No way. Yeah, Fox is great. Last time I was there, I met a rep from my father. I met the owner. I met yeah, Fox is just great. And when you go there, there's a lot of people who work there, like on their lunch break or right after work for happy hour. And so I see guys just having meetings or typing on their laptop. So it's a great place just to hang out. And that's what makes a good cigar lounge. You can go there, hang out, you can get work done. They have a great selection of a lot of different drinks. Dude, you're like 30 minutes away. Okay, Matt. He's seen that I've done pipe videos, and he's asking if I have any tips for cigar smokers curious to try pipes. So pipes and cigars are very, very different. And I would say try a pipe, and pipes are much more affordable. But I would start off with the corncob pipe. Corncob pipes are very, very good. It's a company called Missouri Meerschaum, and they make killer pipes for like $10. You get a really nice pipe. It's made out of a corncob, and that's great because it absorbs the moisture from the tobacco. So I would say start with the corncob pipe, and try some different tobaccos, English blends, Burley blends, Virginia blends. There's all kinds of different types of blends, and get a few different types and try it out of a corncob. And it takes a while to get to learn how to smoke a pipe. You can't just pack it in and light it. It took a while for me to get good at it and to really enjoy it. But once you enjoy it, once you figure it out, it's really enjoyable. They don't stay lit as long as a cigar, though, so you might have to relight it a lot. But yeah, try that out. Try a nice English blend. I think you'll like those. Yeah, we should definitely meet up. If you're in Phoenix, we should do a meetup. All right, see you, Andy. Good night. Thank you for watching, and yeah, let me know how the green beans are. Let's see here. Pipes are great, worth trying out, but require more work. They definitely require more work. You have to fiddle with it, and cigars are very social. Pipes are very how do I describe a pipe? Pipes are very introspective, very it's more of like a solo thing, whereas a cigar is more public and social. It won't let me email you. Why not? honestcigarreviews@gmail.com. It should work. Yeah, watch out for tongue bite. That's when you smoke too fast. A lot of times you get that tongue bite with pipe tobacco when you have flavored pipe tobacco, aromatic pipe tobacco. It burns your tongue because it's kind of acidic. It throws off the pH, and they call that tongue bite. So definitely try to smoke slow. Pipes are great for reading books. I used to love reading my Bible with a pipe. I have a local barista in my area that has a ton of great coffee beans. I grind my own, so I get a chance. So if you get a chance, leave your email or something if you want, and I would gladly send you some samples. Yeah, my email is in the description below. So Smoke and Fireman, if you want to send stuff, I also have a P.O. box. It's listed down there as well. So if you want, that's all my fan mail. All the fan mail goes to the P.O. box. And yeah, send some stuff. I would love to do videos and show people live. Yeah, honestcigarreviews@gmail.com. Yep. Christina has 4 pipes. That's awesome. So she's serious. I don't think I've ever seen a woman smoke a pipe. I don't know why. They're great. Maybe they just think of it as like, I don't know, like an old man thing or something. I don't know. Christina, That's pretty cool that you smoke pipes. Oh, I think I got an email. But who's it from? That is it from Grayson? Oh, yeah, it's from High Desert Man. Cool. He gave me his number. Perfect. Okay. Awesome, buddy. I'm gonna have to wrap this up soon. Awesome, buddy. I will get a package together and send it out so you like pipe tobacco samples as well. I'll let you know what types of blends. Yeah, I like a lot of different blends. I like English blends and I don't like burley blends, but I like everything else. So yeah, if you want to send something, I would love to unbox it for you guys and try it out on the channel. I really appreciate it too. That's very generous. So yeah. All right, we are almost done. I'm gonna get going. Thank you guys for watching. It is an hour and 40 minutes. And I'm going to try to do a live video next week. I used to do them on Sundays, but I've been crazy busy, this whole holiday season. I got a lot of videos I'm editing. And I did a cool video for a local, it's called Motor City Coney, and they do Detroit-style hot dogs. And so you guys are going to see an awesome video of that because the owner invited me. And so I got some killer footage. So you guys definitely stay tuned for that. Yeah, let's see. Awesome. See you again. Really enjoy the channel. Thank you so much, guys. Alrighty, well, thank you guys. Have a great night. If you want, there's all kinds of links in the description. All my favorite cigar and coffee gadgets are down there. That also supports the channel. And they're my favorite stuff. So let me know if you get any green coffee here soon. And yeah, definitely follow me on Instagram too, because that's where I post like daily stuff. And I think that's it. Alrighty, peace out. I'm gonna end it in 3, 2. Oh, it's